Hi everyone and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Swani and I make PR, writing, and lifestyle videos. If you're interested in any of that, come join the fam and subscribe below. And today I want to give you advice as an editor. I want to tell you, if you are a publicist or if you're a business owner, what I would do to get press coverage, to secure press coverage, to improve my chances of securing press coverage in the year 2024. So we're going to go through a couple of quick tips. I love quick information. That's the way I like to consume and give out information. And I am sitting on my floor because that is where I do my best thinking. But before we get started, I want to let you know that I actually have a free webinar, and the webinar is all about 5 ways to get free press. Like if you are a business owner, if you are doing press for yourself, or if you are a new publicist having a hard time getting PR hits for your clients, or if you're a writer, you're gonna love that webinar. I'm gonna leave the link below so you can sign up, and it's completely free. It's 30 minutes of like free and fun information and things that are really gonna help you get into press, learn how to pitch better, and learn how to position yourself better. So be sure to sign up. I'm leaving the link below. All right, now I'm gonna get into the good stuff, and that is the couple of tips that I have for you as an editor myself. I get pitches every day. I understand what makes a really effective pitch and what makes a not as effective pitch. And also, because I'm an editor, I understand where media is headed, and it's changing a lot. I would say there's a lot of people, I understand that it's harder now to secure press coverage. Like, it is much harder now than it was 5 years ago because media is so understaffed. There's layoffs, there's budget cuts everywhere, and so the world is changing. However, I don't think that storytelling is ever really going to change. We're just changing the way in which we tell stories. Anyway, with all that said, I'm going to get into the details. I think affiliate links are going to be really beneficial for you, especially if you have a product to share. And of course, if your product is on Amazon, you do want to mention that in the pitch, but that's not going to be the only way to offer an affiliate link. You can also offer an affiliate link through a different affiliate program. So there's a couple of different ones. I'll leave a few up here on the screen. If you do have a product and you're able to offer that incentive, that is great, because media companies are looking for ways to diversify and increase their revenue via different avenues, via the products that they're already going to feature and showcase. And so if you just happen to have an affiliate program linked to your product, then that gives them even more of an incentive to feature your product, because they can make revenue off of it. And a lot of companies are doing that. I'll leave a couple up here on the screen. I'll leave a couple of examples. Usually they'll create a disclaimer that says, you know, this is an affiliate link. We get a portion of these sales. We would feature these either way. And so that is why you see so many Amazon roundups. Of course, also because people love to shop on Amazon, but that is why you see so many Amazon roundups, because media companies are looking for ways to increase their revenue. The second most effective way is cross promotion. If the client that you're pitching has a significant email newsletter distribution list, or that was a really long way to say like a lot of subscribers in their email list, or if they have a social media channel with a lot of followers where they can also share, or maybe like create a joint account, not a joint account, a joint post with the media platform and get them followers and get them new subscribers and new eyes. That's always a really great incentive. But I would say for cross promotion, try to offer social or newsletter distribution. Like if they write an article on your client or on your own brand, say, you know, I have a newsletter that has 32,000 readers, I would be able to distribute it via my newsletter as well, because they are wanting to increase their traffic. So they want to know that you can also help support that traffic to their site. And by offering that, you're offering another incentive to feature someone who they might have already featured to begin with, but now you're like here and other people are like right behind you. But because you have offered that incentive, they are thinking like, oh, this might boost traffic. It's really great that that this person also has their own email newsletter or has their big social page, because that can also drive traffic back to our website and our owned and operated channels. Okay, let's talk about press releases. I have never been a fan of press releases. I know other people are, and I know especially if you work in a newsroom or if you work for TV, that press releases are beneficial because they just do things faster in a newsroom. In terms of editorial, I would say like, if it's a big launch, if it's a big move, yes, include a press release, but you don't really have to include a press release for every little thing. If you want more details on that, I do have a course called Pitch to Publish where I talk all about press releases and I dive deeper into that. But if you do want to include a press release, you're like, this is way too much information for a media pitch, then try to make it as interactive and as dynamic as possible. I've seen like virtual reality press releases. I've seen like social assets being sent with the press release so that to make it easier for the publication to feature that client. And so try to get creative with the ways that you send out press releases and the way that you send out information. The more visual components, the more images, the more creative, the more virtual reality, AI, like however you want to get creative with the information that you're sending out. I recommend that because that's just the way that the world is moving towards. And so you want to find a way to sort of tell your story in these new and fresh ways versus just having them like sit down and read a press release. Although I will say press releases are not absolutely obsolete. It depends on what you're pitching, what platform, and how you're pitching. So we can, if you want me to go deeper into press releases, maybe leave a comment and let me know and I'll create a whole separate video about that. My fourth tip is to watch the data, which is keep an eye out on Google Trends and what news stories are trending and how your client or yourself can offer extra added insight into that trend or that big story or whatever it is. And there, at any moment, there's like tons of trends happening on Twitter, on TikTok, on Google Trends. Also, if you pitch something that's a Google trend, that's really gonna help the editor because they're always looking for ways to respond to queries on Google because that helps with SEO. And so if you're able to look that up, look up like the new query or what people are asking about related to a trend, and you can offer some insight and expertise on that, that's gonna be amazing. It's gonna like set the bar higher for everybody else that is pitching them. And so you want to really think about trends. I'm always like telling people, think about trends, try to connect your story to a trend, etc. And I get deeper into this in my webinar because there's also a component of like pitching yourself as the expert and how to do that. And in my webinar, I talk a lot about this, and in my course, I like really talk a lot about this. But the last thing I want to say is op-eds. I am the queen of telling people to pitch op-eds and guest posts because it's a win-win for both parties. The editors want to have you as an expert. They wanna understand your expertise, and if it's a fit for their audience, even better. And if you can write the article for free, even better, because they don't have like that added cost. Of course, I'm not telling you to work for free. If you want to charge, you can go ahead and do that. And I'm sure some publications have to legally pay you, but if you can offer just like that free information, that is even more of an incentive for them to feature you. So I'm always telling people, all my clients, all my students, to pitch op-eds and to pitch guest posts. I think it's like the fastest way to get yourself in the press, and you're also establishing authority and expertise for your own audience as well as for their audience. So that's going to be a really, really great idea. It's going to help you get into the press faster. Okay, I hope this video helped you. I will be publishing a lot more PR videos this year, so you want to be sure to subscribe. I know if you have been here following me for a while, at the beginning of the year I said I would publish more, and I haven't until now, but I promise that it's like on the top of my priority list. So I will be publishing more from now moving forward, so you please be sure to subscribe if you like the content. And if not, there's tons of freebies for you. There's a webinar, and if you are ready to get started on pitching, or if you want to know more about how to contact the press, I'm gonna leave a link to my course. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment below, blah blah blah, email me, whatever you want. Follow me on Instagram, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support.